Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be doing a Gel X full set on myself, and I'll be showing you guys exactly how I'm able to get them to last 3+ weeks. Currently I'm using a 180 grit sanding band on my natural nails, and I'm just going to start to remove the shine off the nail plate, starting from the right side and very gently moving over to the left. These are the nail tips that I'll be using today, and y'all, I'm slowly falling in love with almond shape. But I'm going to be making sure that my nail tips are from sidewall to sidewall. Make sure none of your natural nail is peeking out on the side, because we want these to last and we do not want our nails to lift. Once you have all of your nail tips put to the side, it's time to get that primer, and very gently I'm going to start to rub my primer on the inside of the nail tip. Before, I used to use my sanding band and I would go on the inside of the nail tips, remove the shine, but this is just as effective, and shout out to the nail tech on TikTok that taught me this. This is the extension gel that I'll be using today, and before we start to apply our nails, I need to clean my nails off with some alcohol. Once the alcohol on my natural nails is fully dry, I'm going to go in with 1 coat of my Young Nails Protein Bond and 1 coat of my No Lift Primer. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I live by this combination. I promise you those Gel X nails are going to be on there, and they might even be a little tricky to take off. Before I start to put my nail tips on, I am going to apply a very thin layer of the extension gel to my natural nails, allow it to cure for 60 seconds, and then we can go right into the application. I will be leaving this part in real time so that you guys can see how fast I'm moving and exactly what I'm doing. So I'm currently just painting the inside of the nail tip, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of extra gel right at the bottom. For applying my gel tips, I am going to start at about a 45-degree angle, and very slowly I'm going to start to press down until the gel is to the free edge of my natural nail. Once the gel is all the way down, I am going to flash cure. I'm not going to fully cure them just yet, but I am going to place it under the lamp so we can make sure that the gel stays in place. Going over this again, and very slowly I'm going to start to paint the inside of the nail tip, and then use the access gel that's on my brush to leave a little bit of extra gel at the bottom of the nail tip. Whenever I'm applying my nail tip, I try my hardest not to let the gel go too far past the free edge. When I first started doing Gel X, it was a really big problem for me, but take your time. I know that this is more of a at-home friendly tutorial, but if you're a nail tech and you're not offering Gel X, I definitely recommend doing so. At first, I didn't think my clients would actually be interested, but over time, I definitely started to get more and more Gel X clients, and that's with me barely promoting it, so I definitely plan on continuing to do so. This is what my nails are looking like so far, and I am going to allow them to cure for a full 60 seconds before I do anything else. Moving on, I am going to start to use my sanding band to seal the cuticles. So I'm taking my sanding band and I'm going to start to file closest to my skin without cutting myself. Once I'm finished with sealing my cuticles, I am going to start to buff my nails. I'm using a 100 grit buffer and I'll be doing this to all of my nails before I start to reshape them. I do already really like the shape of these nails, so I don't have to shape them too much. I'm just going to clean them up a little bit and then move on because I like these almond nails. And before, I was not a fan, but they definitely grew on to me. Now, the very last step before we start doing any artwork is applying a little bit of acetone into the cuticle area. When I'm doing this, I am not drowning my cuticles in acetone. I'm just applying a little bit so that it melts the nail tip, and this is also going to help you keep those nails on for extra long. The nails that I'm doing today will be a freestyle. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do at first, but I knew I was ready to do some fall nails. Before I start using my gel polish, I am going to clean my nails off with some alcohol so I can make sure there's no dust on top of my nail tips. I did want to do some French tips today, so I am going to be starting with D&D's Take a Vow. I'll be applying 2 coats of this gel polish, and this is definitely one of my favorite gel polishes as a base color. In my earlier career as a nail tech, y'all, I could not use gel polish to save my life. Like, I would only use colored acrylic, and anything that required a gel polish design, I would try my hardest to stay away from. If Gel X nails were a thing back then, I don't think I would have even thought to look in its direction because I was running away from any type of gel polish. This is how the nails look like after one layer. I'm currently starting to apply my second layer of gel polish, and if you want to, if it's too see-through for you, you could definitely go in with a third, but I do like how this looks. Okay, y'all, it is time for the French tips. Now, if you are a beginner, you definitely need to move very slow as you're doing this. but I'm starting at my sidewalls and I'm very slowly going to start to curve my brush over to the center of the nail. So you'll see that I'm constantly going back to the sidewalls and bringing my brush to the center, curving it so I can get a perfect smile line. And I know it could be a little tricky on the first try, just like I said, move very slowly. Yeah, I am not gonna lie, I was struggling trying to do this French tip on my thumb. I definitely got it together eventually, but even for me, I still made sure I was moving slow because it was a little tricky at first. Once you're finished doing your French tips, allow the gel polish to cure for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going to start to do my cheetah print. Starting with my dark brown gel polish, I am doing this randomly, just creating like little imperfect circles, I'm going to call them, all over the nail, and then after we fully cure this, we'll go on with some black. Here, my brown gel polish is fully cured, and I'm going in with the smaller side of my dotting tool, and I'm going to start to outline some of the brown gel polish, as well as put a few dots here and there. I definitely feel like cheetah print is one of those easy and cute nail art designs, so definitely let me know how y'all feel about it and if it was easy or hard for you. Once again, I did allow this to cure for a full 60 seconds before moving on to my flower. And for the flower, I did mix a clear solid gel with that light brown gel polish. Now, when I was doing that, I did make sure that I had on gloves. And I was gonna do clear and paint the flower, but this is definitely way easier. When you're creating your flowers with solid gel, you will need to occasionally dip your silicone tool into alcohol. Alcohol is gonna be what forms and shapes your solid gel. So far, these are coming out super cute, and I'm hoping they're giving y'all a fall vibe because I was ready for fall nails, but I really didn't want to do like no greens or orange just yet. Moving on, I do have some more nail art I want to show you guys. So this is my glue from Macart, and I'm placing just a little bit on the very tip of my brush, and I'm going to start to drag this down. So I'm starting on the side of my nail, and then I'm just going to curve it as I drag it down to the center, and I'm going to do this again. So I'm starting on the side, I'm going to slowly curve it to the center and then bring it down. Whenever I'm working with 3D gel, I do like to flash cure after 1 or 2 pieces of gel. This is just to make sure that it stays as thick as it was when I first placed it. Last but not least, I need to add a few final touches. So I'm currently using my Mia Secret glue, and I'm going to place a few caviar beads in the center of my flower. I did also later put some gold star charms on my thumb as well as my pinky, and I was going to put more charms on these nails, but I felt like they were perfect exactly how they are, and I did not want to do too much. Very shortly, I'll be showing you guys how these nails turned out. I absolutely love them, and I do hope that this Gel X tutorial was easy to follow and the designs were not too hard. Y'all let me know if you want to see more Gel X videos, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.